Hey everybody, it's Maggie Mulhern. I am here with Janell Geason, one of the best makeup artists in the whole world, and she is over 50, even though she doesn't look it. So she's perfect for MaggieTips. So we are backstage, New York Fashion Week, the Fall/Winter 2019 collections. We're backstage at Elle Tahari, and we were chatting about the senior face, which I don't know if we love that word. Mature face.
Mature.
Oh, you know, the not young face. That's even better. But we're young
in spirit.
Young in spirit. So I was asking Janell to give her top 3 tips for a face, somebody over 50, if she wants to look fabulous. And it's like 1,000 degrees back here, so I know shine may be one of the things.
That's actually a good thing, right?
Well, yeah. Is it a good thing? Yeah. We want to be a little shiny. Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us what you would do for someone like me.
Okay, so I love this, and I love all these questions because I think so many women do want to feel really beautiful and feel really great at their age, but they just need a couple tips. So number 1, skincare. Take care of your skin. Make sure you're having enough water. I mean, this is working for you because it is really hot, so we're getting a little bit more dewy, which is a fabulous thing to be because our skin starts to dry out. So skincare number 1, using a lightweight foundation, so something a little bit lighter than you normally wear. You know, maybe you just use concealer on the areas that you need a little bit extra coverage because sometimes we have little age spots, those spots that need a little bit more coverage. Something that you do is you define your eyes. I think as we age, we lose some of that definition. So adding a little bit more definition in the eyes is great. And another thing that she does really great is Maggie always wears a red lip. I've always seen you with a red lip.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you use a red lip liner because that will help prevent any bleeding if you get those little fine lines around your lips.
Oh, that's a really good tip. I don't use a liner. I should.
Oh, you should. You must use something more matte on your lips. So use like a primer on your lips first to kind of smooth out your lips, but also using a lip liner will help prevent it from traveling.
Oh, that's such a good. All right, so do a little demo for concealer on me, and if I had a little dark spot, I saved a little dark spot because I was hoping to see you. I have one down here. But I use this thing called Porcelana that gets rid of dark spots. It really works.
I love that.
So tell me how you would apply.
Well, this is it. I mean, obviously your skin looks amazing. I think for what we find I feel like as we get older, we get a little bit darker here. And sometimes women put it all over here. Now, if you have fine lines there, it's just going to settle into those fine lines. So number 1, use an eye cream. Number 2, if you're using your concealer, just go here. You know, put it where you kind of need it. Don't put it all over. Because if I go there, that's like plenty of product. Tap it in. And kind of fade it to those outer edges. Okay, because if you put too much out here, it's just going to go in those fine lines. And we definitely don't want to do that. We don't want to accentuate that. Actually, sometimes what I do is I just add skincare there and that's it. Another thing to do is for concealer is using it around these little lines here. Because once again, it's a shade, it's a shadow. So what I like to do is just sort of put it through that area there to kind of lighten that up. And it just brings some more light into the face, which is really great. And then if you have, your skin looks amazing. You have beautiful skin. But if you had a little of those dark spots, don't go too light. Because if it's a brown spot and you add too light of concealer, you just get beige.
So what do you want? You go one shade lighter?
Go a little bit darker, a little warmer in the beginning, and then you can go over there and lighten it up to actually the complexion. So use it almost like a corrective concealer to kind of help with those areas there. And I noticed otherwise it looks a little gray.
You applied with a brush and then you tap with your finger.
Yeah. I mean, you can use fingers. I'm a makeup artist, so I'm going to use brushes all the time. But using the brush will allow you to put a little bit less product. But what you want to do is see how I'm kind of tapping that in? And I'm using the warmth of my finger to kind of press it into the skin. That way I don't have to use too much product because what I see women do is they go,
I do that.
Like, wow, this is really heavy because we put too much product on. A little bit of concealer goes a long way.
So try to stay as close as possible to your natural skin tone.
Yeah, or if you need to go do a corrective thing, because sometimes that skin is really thin underneath there, use something that's a little bit more in those apricot shades to kind of correct it. And then go back with the color that matches your skin.
You're going to have to do this on the other side. And since I told you I do have a little dark spot here, do a little demo here.
All right, well, should we match you first?
Yeah, we're going to match.
So let's just add a little first here. Okay, we're just putting that in those little, she looks great. It's not like she needs it. She's getting a little touch up before she goes to her next show. So there we go, right? Love that. Okay, and let's just see your little dark spot.
Actually, I'm like dropping my clothes here. So it's just a little, you'll see it. It's just, do you see it?
You got a couple, but nothing bad. All right.
Oh, a couple? I thought I just won, but I saved it for you for a demo.
That happens, right? You saved a few.
So,
I saved a few.
How did you select this color?
you can say I'm mixing a little bit of a darker color in there, because what I want to do is try to kind of balance it out. You can see how it's kind of balancing it. I'm covering it, and then I can go in there with my slightly lighter one. Make sure I have the right tube there. Okay. You know, another thing that you can see that I'm doing is I'm just putting it at that spot, because what I see a lot of women do is they try to cover everything. And I'm like, you just need it there. So just find the spot that you need, and then kind of build from there. And there you go.
Great. All right, and I know you have your model finally arrived, but show us what you're using here and give a plug to
I'm using Aveda. So of course we have 6 different shades. So go ahead, with her I use the hazelnut, and then I use the balsa on top.